Can you see something now?
Yeah, we can see something Swedish, so it should be you.
Yeah, it must be me. But can you see a Commodore 64 on the screen?
The TheC64, Commodore
TheC64. That's what we call it in Sweden.
Anwendermanual.
So now you see me?
Sorry?
Are you ready for me?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Please go.
Yes, okay. My name is Magnus and I live in Sweden. And I bought my first, I really didn't buy it. I got it for Christmas present in 1983 when I was 12 years old. And I started to play games and program on it. And later on, in about 84, 85, most kids in my neighborhood have got one TheC64, but they almost only use it for games. But I tried to program on it. I wrote some simple games, like some kind of Hyper Olympic was my the best thing I ever done, I think. A simple one in just BASIC only. And later on, when I was 16 years old in 1987, I sold my TheC64 and got an Amiga. And let's see here. Early this year, I found, let's see, there we got it. This one at the Media Mark store, the new 64, and it makes me go back to my childhood again. And I was scared of how my memory recall all the codes that I haven't used for 34 years. And I did some simple games on it. And the game I'm gonna demo for you now is called Tetris. You know that one. The first time I heard about Tetris was in 1989, so that was long after I sold my TheC64, so I never have the opportunity to try to program it on the TheC64. But now when I got my new TheC64, I tried to do it, and I think I did a simple version of it with no cosmetic, but it works, and it's in BASIC and BASIC only, and it's made on this TheC64. Let's see if I can get back to zoom again. Am I on?
You're still there, yes, but we cannot see your
screen.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's see if you can see my. Now I'm gonna try to start the application here. It's so. I did the best I could with the music. I will explain later how I did it.
I see everyone reaching out to the volume button.
Okay, it's too loud for you?
It is quite loud indeed. Yes, yes.
It's quite loud. Oh, okay. I tried to turn it down somehow. It should be somewhere.
Isn't it there after the two? So you have one time, two time, and then you have this kind of square, and yeah.
Oh, now I see it. Now I see it. Oh, 60. That's
yes,
loud. Now, oh, that's better.
That should be
so it's worked like this. Now this is the PC version where you can use your keys. On the TheC64, you can use the joystick, and that's great. That sound was better, wasn't it?
Indeed, yes.
Yeah. So you rotate, and then these are sprites falling down. And when they reach the bottom, it converts to normally see if I can get some point. And I use the A key to go left and L to go right. And then I use the space, I can speed it down a bit. I think I kept going until I get at least 1 point. I hope I can make it. I will make it on the next one. So now we get a single row. I hope it's, yeah, it gives me 1 point. That was what I was looking for. And how did I do this? I break it here. So this is the list of the full game. And all these are things I remember from the 80s. Some pokes I have to goggle up because I didn't remember the sound pokes or some other things. And the sprites you see on the screen, they are large ones. So these are only 2 dots for each square. But if you take the program from the beginning, it starts. This is just moving in memory a bit, so it's 2000 and down. That should be the start screen, and then we go to. This is where I did the music. So I put on a play string and get the tunes for Tetris to Kalinka, which I found somewhere on the internet, and put it in this size. And then this is the delay of each tune, and this is the second voice of it. And then this one, read the tune, see, and put the values for that tune, and then play it, and so on and so on. Then it jump back to the program and sets up the screen. The first thing it does is print. This is very simple done, so it's not cosmetic at all. This is just making a box where the Tetris are going to fall in. So it's just pokes and prints almost. Then we go further down here. This is the game loop. It's not quite long. This is asking for, so this is left and right and so on. And this is just a reminder where we are on the screen. So you can see there's nothing standing in our way, because if there is, we won't be able to move left or right or whatever. Oops. And so this is the game loop. It's not so long at all, but this part is where the figures are made in the memory, because this is figure 1, for example. Then it's all made of 4.4 buttons. So it's this dot 1 is light on, dot 2 is light on, and so on. And this make the figures as we call them, like the green one you see on the screen there. And when I made the sprites, I didn't have a sprite editor or something. I just made them from this data. So it's, this means 2 points, 1 point, no points, and so on. So that's just writing the sprites. See something more interesting, and this is yes. Oops. Do that one again. What the? Okay.
But so you're using maximum 2 sprites, right? One that is just announcing what is the next block, and then you have the one that is actually moving, and then when it reaches the end of the bottom of the screen, then it turns into TheC or something, right?
Yeah, that's just what I say. So it's 2 sprites on, and you still see the sprites on the screen. So when that one, the blue one, comes down, it convert to normal characters. And this is set because TT is the random sprite. If the random is set from 1 to 7, if it's 1, it goes to 500, and it writes prepare the computer for the green sprite, for example, and put it on the screen. And after that, it chooses the next one. So when that one is chosen, it chooses a new one and show it in the window beside. So you have to listen to this song again, but I made a way to fasten it up a bit. So when it reaches the button now, there, it's characters again. And the hardest part in this game, I think it was when you got some points and it's gonna delete one row for you, is what to move all the other rows down 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 blocks without taking 10 minutes because it's only basic. But I did that I can show you. I think it's easier if I show it here. So if you do like this, put it in with
So as you're loading that, maybe we can shoot already some questions. I had one. So you mentioned you didn't use any sprite editor. So even for the coding, you didn't use any editor. So you just opened the TheC64 and you started like in the good old days, typing your code directly at the command prompt there. Yeah,
that's right. Because I got a sprite editor which I made in February this year, because I have also done some other games, and for that I use my own sprite editor. But in this game, I didn't want to use that because I think it was more simple to more fun to write sprites in the program itself, because it's not so hard. Just 1, 2, 3, 2 dots, 1. So I did a look for that. So this is the sprite setup. So this is just the clear the sprites memory, and this is the thing is 28 different figures, because it's 7 of them, and it's 4 different side of it because they rotate. And here it's read them and it's put them like this together, and this is building the sprites up.
Okay. I'm just looking at the time. I see we are more or less reaching the limit here. So maybe we should allow for more questions if there are any.
I think I go back to.
Let me see in the text if there is any.
Am I back?
Any question? I don't see any question in the chat. But maybe you can mention where it is available then, huh? Because if it is available.
So this there is a website for my games, because I'm going to release some freeware collection later this year, and I think this will be in it too. And the link site is in your introduction on the main page, and you can just go there and you find it. And I think you even will send a link to the game itself from the site.
Yeah, indeed. So there is a link to your website, of course, on the agenda of today. That will remain, of course, on the website as well. But we have also direct link to the file that we have created this afternoon on the storage of the, let's say, the Google Drive of Commodore Users Europe. So I will post as well on the Facebook page. I will post the link there. So there are two versions actually. Yeah, you made one.
This is the joystick version, because
we can use the joystick, and then
this is my
C64. That's the C64. Yes, nice.
With the joystick, so you can play it with the joystick. But I think you need a C64, and they have to stock everywhere.
You're promoting it here. You're promoting the.
But maybe the joystick works with a PC as well, or if you got an original C64, I think the joystick should work. It must do.
Good. I'm just looking if there are any more questions from the chat. No, I don't think so. But maybe what we can do then is that you can remain again a few minutes in case there is someone, more question. I will stop the recording now.